Believe it or not, the most viewed video on my channel is a Black Ops 2 fun custom game setup for a game that I call The One with the Gun. It's a gun game variant, and since they brought gun game back into Black Ops 3, I'm going to show you how to set it up for Black Ops 3. The premise of the game is this. There is one player that is going around and shooting and trying to progress their gun all the way through the 20 weapons. The rest of the players in the lobby are trying to melee and humiliate the other player, the shooter, in order to set him back. The object of the game for the shooter is to get through all 20 guns, obviously, and the object of the game for the others, the melee or the mob, if you will, is to make sure that that player or players don't get to all the way through the 20 guns. So what I usually do is, as you get more players, you assign an extra shooter. So, for example, if you have like 9 players or so, then you could have 2 shooters and 7 players in the mob. If you go up to 12, you could have 3 and 9, etc., etc. Now, you might be asking yourself, so Schwantz, if you set up gun game, that normally means that it's a free-for-all type game match. How do we know who is the shooter and who is not the shooter? Let me get into how to set up the game right here. So first, you pick whatever map you want, and game mode you want to do is gun game. Now, I already have a one with the gun variant set up, so I'm not going to do that, and then I'm going to show you what the game rules are going to be. You're going to set the time limit to 5 minutes. Normally, gun game has an unlimited amount of time. We obviously don't want to have that happen if the object of the mob is to make sure that the guys that are shooting don't get past the 20 weapons. So you have to have a time limit on this. Now, for advanced settings in the gun game, setbacks, you're going to go 5 weapons setbacks. So every time you get meleeed or humiliated, instead of going back only 1 gun, you go back 5 guns. So this adds to the difficulty if you're a shooter. And I put the ladder on random. You could put it on normal, more close quarters, or marksman, but I put it on random so that this way you get different weapons every time. Now, for general, and this is important, this is how you can distinguish the shooters from the other players. Normally, the mini-map is set to sweeping, as you see right here. But if you change the default of sweeping to normal, this means that the only players that show up on the mini-map are those players that are actually shooting their guns. So that this way, the mob knows who to attack, because remember, everybody is on a different team because this is a free-for-all variant. You can't assign teams like in Team Deathmatch. It would be dumb to put constant on, because then, again, you wouldn't know who is shooting and who's not shooting. So that's why you want to put mini-map on normal. This way, the shooters will highlight on the mini-map. And then the rest of these things are all the same, because there aren't any score streaks in gun game. You can't use your specialist abilities or weapons in gun game, so therefore, this is really all you need to do to set it up. And of course, you also need people who aren't going to be a dick and won't shoot people when they're not supposed to be shooting. This is a really fun custom game variant, and you guys should definitely try this at home, or if you want to try it on my live stream, I'll be streaming Black Ops 3 custom games off and on again in my live streams, so be sure you follow me on Twitch. Link is down in the description of all of my videos, and I usually put up a video when I am streaming, and I'll give the link down in the description, or I will tweet it out. So if you want to play these custom games with me, I mean, it's a whole lot of fun. Look at how much fun that I'm having here in this particular gameplay. And for strategy for this game, it's usually better if the shooters all group up with one another. This way they could fend off flankers from all different sides. But obviously on Nuketown, as you see, I got unfortunately selected on the Nuketown map. It's really, really difficult to try and get through people because the mobs are going to be on you in like half a second because of how small the map is. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Try out some custom games. It's fun to get away from the grind of multiplayer and the grind of, you know, trying to get that prestige master. Remember, video games are supposed to be fun, not frustrating. I've been the Schwantz 27, out like Michigan State. Until next time.